Join me today as we prepare for Easter at the church my family and I attend. Hey guys, welcome back to Horticulture Geek. I'm Ray. Thank you so much for joining me today here on the channel. And as you just heard, today we are at our church. And if you've been with my channel for a while, you know this is a project that I post every year. I have adopted some of the planters at our church, and it is Easter weekend. And so I have got to get these planters switched out and updated and looking wonderful for the Easter services tomorrow here at our church. And I thought I'd bring you guys along as I always do. And we also are going to go into the sanctuary and look at our Easter lilies this year. Again, those of you that have been with me for a while, you know that we do a program here at our church where people purchase Easter lilies in memory or honor of loved ones. And then those Easter lilies decorate our sanctuary and our stage and the altars for Easter service. And so we went and got all those Easter lilies, and they're all put up in there. So once we get the containers done here, we are at the back entrance of the worship center at my church, and I have 2 containers here that I am responsible for. So once we're done with these, we will go inside and look at the Easter lilies. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video. So let me turn the camera around, and we're going to start right away at one of the 2 planters that we have to work on here in this breezeway. Okay, so this is the first planter we are going to tackle. And it is just a large plastic container that a wooden box has been built around, and it is on the education and church office side of this breezeway. So, and I've already got it cleaned out, everything's out of it. So all I got to do now is I'm going to put some fresh potting soil in here. I'm going to amend the soil, and we're going to get some beautiful things planted. So here we go. All right, so I've got that potting soil, that old potting soil. I went ahead and turned it and loosened it up really good. Because remember, when we're dealing with containers, if you're planting shallower, annual, seasonal color, you're not doing big shrubbery or perennials or things that send out big, deep roots, the bottom layers of soil in your container are gonna last longer than the top layers. Because the top layers, the plants that were in there the previous seasons, have pulled all the nutrients out. But just by simply incorporating that soil back together and then adding fresh, and then I just added biotone starter fertilizer, and I apologize for the wind, I hope it's not too much in the microphone. But by adding all of that, I have got this planter ready to go, full of nutrients and ready to accept new plant material without having to fully empty this container and start over. I will eventually have to do that, but right now the soil that's in here, once I've recharged it, is good to go. All right, we are going to be keeping our plant material in this container very simple. I'm going in with a Dracaena as my centerpiece, and I'm gonna surround it with wave petunias, a pink and a purple. Keeping it real simple and easy, but when these petunias grow in, they should drape over the edges of this container and fill it in, so it will be beautiful and impactful for Easter Sunday. And then as the season progresses, as the summer growth occurs, this should still be a very high impact container that didn't really have a lot in it to start with, that was very easy to do. so here is our finished container. Very simple, looks good. I might put a little springy flag there, but the breeze is really kicking up right now. So this one is done, ready to go. Let's move on to the next one. All right, here we are at our second planter, and this is on the other end of the breezeway, and this is the back door into the worship center and welcome center. So I've got this container here to do this year. I've already, again, got it emptied out, and I've also already put Biotone starter fertilizer into this container, and I've mixed the soil up that's remaining in that container. Let's take a closer look. All right, now, so like I said, I've already come through, I've worked all this soil up, turned it all over. I've incorporated Biotone starter fertilizer. What I have not done in this container is add fresh potting soil yet. And that is because my centerpiece in this container is going to be this beautiful tree rose, and it has a very large root ball. So I need to fit my root ball in there first, and then I can fill the container with potting soil however much I need at that point to get it filled. It's always easier to add, it's harder to take away. So since I know I've got a big root ball, that's what I'm gonna do next. And then to go around the base of the rose, I have some creeping jenny and some beautiful dianthus. And the dianthus has some purple veining to it that is gonna look beautiful against this purple rose. So this is our next project. Here we go. so my planters are planted. Everything's watered in. I took the time you saw to kind of hose off and clean up the area to make sure everything's presentable for Easter services tomorrow. And I actually had a few plants left over. And right here, I tucked them into that raised bed right there. So just a couple of the dianthus and a few of the wave petunias. So this courtyard is now good to go and ready for our Easter services. So now let's move inside and I will show you our Easter lily setup for. All right, here is our 2024 Easter lily setup here in our sanctuary or worship center. So you can see I have flanked the corners of the altars. I've put some at an altar table under there. And then we have them in the windows as well. I'm gonna try to go slow here so it's not so motion sicknessy for those of you watching. All right, so let's get up here and do a closer look at these lilies. So here's what our corner looks like. So we've got a floral arrangement there, and then the lilies just kind of taper down the altar steps around that. All right, guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you have enjoyed this Easter special edition here at the Horticulture Geek Garden. And I hope you've enjoyed visiting with me here at our church. If you are a believer, I do wish you the happiest of Easters. I hope that you have had a wonderful, fun-filled weekend with family and friends. And then I just hope that everyone has enjoyed this video and seeing the plants that we got to plant today, and then these beautiful Easter lilies that we do here in our worship center. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those down below. I will try to answer any questions you guys have. And give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. It sure does help me out on the algorithm here on YouTube. But that is all I have for today. So until next time, from my garden to yours, I wish you all the best and happy gardening.